Welcome back to my relationship talk show, which focuses on 27 reasons why men cheat. And this is the second part of the segment, and we're going to be talking about bad communication and the reason why some men have a tough time communicating. Now, most men find it hard to communicate. Not all men, most men, because they find it easier to walk away and go and seek comfort somewhere else, maybe in the arms of a woman, or, rather than fixing the problem, or rather than talking about it and fixing it. Now, when a man starts to hide things inside and starts to keep things inside, that's where the problem starts, because then you won't be able to, because the other partner would be in the dark. And when the other partner is in the dark, then that partner becomes confused and angry, and they may come to resent you because they don't know why you're acting a certain type of way that you're acting. Then men can become distant, they can become resentful of you, and they can become angry, frustrated, and it's better for them to be distant and go and seek comfort somewhere else rather than being able to fix what the problem is, right? And most men do this. For example, if you go to dinner with your significant other and you guys have a meal, and let's say the waiter is flirting with your significant other, and you find that very uncomfortable and you don't like it, pure and simple, you don't like it. Instead of you to come out with your partner and say, listen, when you get home, come out with your partner and say, listen, what you did at the restaurant, I don't like it because I felt like you were flirting with the waiter and I felt uncomfortable about it. Instead of discussing it, and then she could apologize and you guys could fix it, so you will not carry that anger to bed, to the next day. Some men tend to keep it in. They don't say anything, right? That's the kind of men you should avoid, because you can't have a relationship with a person that does not want to communicate. And most men tend to just keep it in and then use it to react. They start giving the partner attitude, they start coming home late, they become distant, or they become indifferent, they start acting funny somehow, their attitude changes somehow, And straight away, our first instinct is he cheating on me? Or am I not good enough for him? Or what did I do wrong? Or what's wrong? But it's easier, and you make life easier, because life is straightforward, but we human beings, we tend to make it difficult, because we don't like to talk. And this it goes all out to human beings in general, but most men, we're focusing on men, and most men don't like to communicate. And it's hard because they don't have that luxury that we women do, where they sit down with their group of guys and dig deep in their, dig deep in their feelings, and they start talking. Not everyone has that luxury. And you actually find some men that actually do come out to you and they do say stuff, and you guys do work it out. But like I said, not all men are like that. Some men are good and some men are bad. It goes with women as well. Some women are not good communicators and some women are. So basically, the best thing to do is to just be able to communicate whatever the problem is, because I tell you what, sometimes it's easier to leave it and go and have sex with someone else, which is not the answer. Because if that relationship is valuable to you, like you value your life, you would do everything to make sure that you don't jeopardize it. So when a guy is quick to cheat on you, every little thing you do, and he's quick to jump, you should consider, is that relationship valuable to him? And does he value you like he values his own life? Because not all men value their relationships. They just act as if they do. Not all men do. But you see, the thing is, action speaks louder than words. A man can say anything to you and do something different. It's the same thing goes as for women. So you have to be able to communicate. I cannot stress this enough. Communication is so important, even in friendships, just in friendships alone. It's so important that when you guys hurt each other, or you say something awful to each other, it's so important for you to communicate. This is how I feel. I don't like why you did this, you did that. It's so important for you to communicate, because if you don't communicate, you can't be friends with somebody that doesn't communicate. You can't even be in a relationship with someone that doesn't communicate, because it's going to be hard. Because you guys are not mind readers. You're not going to read each other's minds. So that's what is really important, is communicate. It is so important. So thank you so much for listening. With that being said, I'm going to end it here, and I'll be back next week with more reasons why men cheat. And thank you ever so much for listening, and do have a wonderful day.